17 states and the District of Columbia just decided they would support New York in their ability to totally violate the Constitution. And it's a case that we haven't heard from in a while, but it appears now that we're going to hear a lot of it in several different states.
Before I jump into that, I want to thank the sponsor of today's video, and that's Lear Capital. Last year was a terrible year for investors, and predictions are that 2023 will be even worse with the upcoming recession. But what did have a really impressive year this past year was gold investments. And 2023 is looking even better as some experts predict gold will be up 100% to $4,000 an ounce. I believe gold and silver are the safe haven assets to protect your savings and your retirement against inflation and recession. If you're interested in investing in gold, I suggest you call my friends at Lear Capital. The team at Lear will provide helpful information about purchasing gold or converting part of your IRA or your 401k into a gold IRA. There are a lot of gold companies out there to choose from. It can be confusing. I chose to do business with Lear Capital because not only are they the best around with over 25 years in business and thousands of 5-star reviews, but they also have a 24-hour risk-free guarantee where you can review your investment for 24 hours before committing to it. You can learn more at leargg.com or call 1-800-260-5075. Not only will Lear Capital give you your gold and silver investment guides, but you'll also get up to $15,000 in free bonus metals with the qualified purchase. So check them out again, leargg.com, 1-800-260-5075. Thanks to Lear Capital for sponsoring this video.
All right, everybody, welcome to the channel. I am Jared. This is Guns and Gadgets, and this is where I'll give you every single day the greatest news or the worst news about the Second Amendment, because our fight is never going to end because they want it so bad, them being the authoritarian government that we have, and it gets worse day by day. So back in, July of 2021, actually, Andrew Cuomo, then the governor of New York, passed a law that declared war on the gun community. It allowed state and local officials as well as private individuals to sue gun manufacturers for the actions of a criminal. For instance, if somebody robbed a bank and they happened to be holding a Walther, well then everybody in that bank could sue Walther because it's obviously their fault that a criminal was holding their gun, not the fact that the criminal is the problem. Almost immediately, back in December of 2021, a federal lawsuit was filed by the National Shooting Sports Foundation, NSSF, Beretta, Davidson's Inc., Glock, Central Texas Gun Works, Hornady, Lipsy's, Osage County Guns, RSR Group, Shedhorn Sports, Sig Sauer, Smith & Wesson, Sports South, Sprague Sports, and Sturm, Ruger & Company, and they fought back, suing the Attorney General of New York, Letitia James, saying that, one, this violates the PLCAA, the Protection of Lawful Commerce in Arms Act, because frivolous lawsuits are not allowed to take place against the manufacturer because of the actions of a criminal. Yes, although you'll hear this from the gun community, the anti-gun community, that the gun industry is the only industry that can't be sued. It's an outright lie, but because people don't know the truth, they tend to believe it. If a manufacturer builds a gun that is not made with the proper tolerances, just not a good product, and that design of that product gets people hurt or whatever, people can sue for that. The PLCAA protects frivolous lawsuits. So this lawsuit, unfortunately, was dismissed in federal court because it's New York. So the groups that were suing New York appealed, and it is now before an appellate court for deciding what they're going to do with it. And these 18 attorneys generals, 17 states, just sided with New York and telling this appellate court that, you know what, we should absolutely be able to violate the Constitution because feelings. Now, many of you right now are asking, which states are they? And I am going to tell you. The following have joined with New York. Let's see, the Attorney General of California, Connecticut, Delaware, Washington, D.C., Hawaii, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont, Washington, and Wisconsin. I'm going to read you just the first couple paragraphs of their amicus brief, and it's concerning. It says, Illinois, California, Connecticut, Delaware, DC, Hawaii, Maryland, Massachusetts, Michigan, Minnesota, New Jersey, New Mexico, Oregon, Pennsylvania, Rhode Island, Vermont, Washington, and Wisconsin submit this brief in support of Defendant Appellee New York, Attorney General Letitia James, pursuant to the Federal Rule of Appellate Procedure. The amici states have a substantial interest in the public health, safety, and welfare. This includes an interest in preserving all lawful tools to deter and remediate the effects of gun violence within their borders, including by providing statutory remedies for misconduct by gun industry members that cause or contributes to such violence. And they try to tie in the way something is advertised. If you remember the whole thing that took place in the lawsuit with Bushmaster in Connecticut that was allowed to go through and said not to violate the PLCAA because of marketing techniques, and that is what all of these anti-gun states are trying to latch onto. So this definitely bears watching. This is something that could be terrible because, much like sensitive places, these the ability of these states to violate the PLCAA is quite concerning, and this could catch wildfire, with the only goal being, if we can't stop them by breaking the law to do that, maybe we should just sue them out of existence. Very concerning. Like I said, I will keep my eyes and ears on it. And if you are interested in the Second Amendment and all of the violations against it, or all of the victories we have defending it in court or otherwise, then subscribe to Guns and Gadgets down below, and I would greatly appreciate it. Guys and gals, until we see each other again, be safe, stay vigilant, and carry a gun to keep you, your friends, your family, your community safe. That is what it's for, and it doesn't matter which one of the 50 states you live in. Your rights extend across all borders. I'll see you on the next one, y'all. Take care.